I fear no man. But that thing, it scares me. Now, I am scared of that, but I am still mostly fearless. I mean, one would maybe even say intrepid. With a sword. You get it? Because Intrepid sword. Before we begin, I'd like to thank the sponsors of the channel, PDCGO Store, where you can buy codes with 5% off using the discount code FTW, and PokéXWord, a Pokemon puzzle and crossword website. Links to both of these websites are linked in the description down below. Now, let's get going. Intrepid Sword Zacian V. Once during your turn, you may look at the top 3 cards of your deck. If any of them are Metal Energy, attach it to the Zacian. If not, draw the rest. Why are we really focusing on this card? Well, of course, there is the new Zacian VSTAR coming out in Crown Zenith. With the Break Edge attack for 2 metal and 1 colorless, 200 damage, and it is Shred. This attack's damage isn't affected by weakness or resistance or by any effects on your opponent's active Pokemon. 200 Shred is a very strong attack. Duraludon has 220 Shred, and that's an attack that a lot of people like. And more so, to even buff this bad boy up even more, you have the V-Star Power Sword Star for literally the same attack cost with 1 extra SWSHEnergy, 310 damage. Now, it does do 30 damage to itself, but that's 1 hit KO range for VMAXs. So the great synergy of these cards is you can use Zacian to charge it up very quickly, maybe even turn 1, and start attacking right out of the gate. So we've built a deck to try and accommodate for that as much as possible. We have Radiant Greninja for draw here. We have pretty much a turbo-like deck. We got Crobat, we got Lumineon. Now, I've gone for Diancie. I could have gone for Mew, but I didn't want this to be too similar to the Dialga V-Star Mew, the turbo Dialga deck. Dialga V-Star is still probably better for that kind of matchup anyway. Sorry, not for that matchup, but just for that type of archetype. Zacian V-Star is not going to replace Dialga. It just ain't going to happen. The whole point of Dialga is to go ahead and turbo it up 4-star Chronos. We're not looking to do that. So I decided to go for a Diancie, which is a bit more useful here because, of course, if you're going to go for Intrepid Sword, you don't want your Donny Zacian V sitting on the bench being all vulnerable. So having a Diancie in the active allows you to use that Intrepid Sword a lot more comfortably. But other than that, it's pretty much, I mean, bog standard. We're playing 14 energy, though. We want to find energy off of the Intrepid Sword. 2 Scoop Up Nets in here to help with the Radiant Greninja. Being able to reuse it is useful, of course. This much energy, you're going to be using Greninja a lot. Metal Saucer, just to keep the energy flow going. Now, interestingly enough, I've gone for a Temple of Sinnoh. Now, we could definitely do the one that heals, I forgot what it's called, Crystal Cave, that's the one. That will be able to heal 30 damage each turn off of the Zacian, which is what Zacian V Zamazenta technically used before. But I'll be honest, Zacian V Star has 270, and we're not trying to tank it up. We're trying to be hella aggressive, right? We have Choice Belts and everything. We're trying to be extremely aggressive in turbo. The difference between 270 and 280 is 10. Like, most of the times, if you're getting 1 hit KO'd, you're getting 1 hit KO'd. You're fine. Healing that extra 30 damage only really applies if your opponent is hitting, what, 130, 140 damage? And even then, there's other things that may come into play. And if you look at the top tier, the only matchup you could technically say a Crystal Cave would really help here is against Lost Box, right? But even then, you have Radiant Charizards, you have Rayquazas. Pretty much every deck in the top tier, but a couple have a 1-hit KO potential. Look at Lugia, look at Arceus, look at, and even if they aren't 1-hit KOing, they are beyond the 2-hit KO range, where if you Crystal Cave, they're still KOing you the next turn. So I think it's far better to use Temple of Sinnoh because a lot of the top tier stuff rely on special energy, and having the Temple of Sinnoh in here is useful. So I thought that's probably the better stadium to go for. Anyway, enough chitter chatter. Let's see the little combo that we have here do its thing. Hey, alrighty, here we go. Lost Box. Oof. Not good for us. Not good for it. 2 energy though. Let's go. Look at that start, eh? I love it. I love it when I do that, bro. Intrepid Sword, we're already good to go. We just need to find the Zacian V-Star. Yeah, this is the least ideal matchup for us. I'm coming up against a lot of these for some reason. I don't know. It's PDCGO doing PDCGO things, matching me up against decks that clearly deal with me very comfortably. You know, it happens all the time. Unfortunately, we're back into that kind of firing line where we're coming up against decks that are just like, right, let me give you something that you just cannot deal with for some reason whatsoever. It is top tier though, so I'm not going to complain. We're going to really give it a shout and see what we can do. I don't think, I'm going to say it's out of the bat, I don't think Zacian is anything top tier. Even with this cool little combo, it's fun, it's different, it's powerful, but it's not top tier. Definitely not top tier. It doesn't have the versatility that a top tier deck requires nowadays. I mean, look at all the top tier decks. They have so much versatility. That's what's going on. So much flexibility within what they can do. Regis have so many different styles of attackers, hit different weaknesses. Arceus, the better ones are being able to either counter the meta, so to speak, or be able to have different utilities. Like the Arceus box. Lugia has utility. It has the Yveltals, it has the Charizards, it has the Raikus. You know, I started to realize the pattern of the top tier right now is kind of versatility, being able to be flexible with the matchups, which is a sign of a healthy format, right? Because it's not just a straightforward deck that is top tier. Unfortunately, this is a straightforward deck. It's got a cool gimmick. And by the way, gimmick doesn't just mean it's a bad thing. Gimmick is just something that is special to the deck that it offers. And this has a gimmick, and this is said gimmick, which is cool, but it's very straightforward. And that's definitely a sign of it not being top tier. So if you were hoping for Zacian to be top tier, I'm sorry to disappoint, but I definitely highly doubt it being anything great for now. You know, you never know what the future holds, but I think it is a little too straightforward, you know? I do think it's just a bit, just a tad, just a bit. I shouldn't have attached that energy. I should have attached it here. Oh, well, game's the game, innit? Temple of Sinnoh is not good here. Let's just see if we can draw some cards. I want a Crobat, bro. I'll start drawing some Donnies. Start moving. This is Radiant Charizard as well. Yes, I know there's the ability to use what metal? It's not called Metal Energy. You know what I'm on about, the special one that removes weakness. I just didn't see any need to play it really. It reduces the odds of hitting Intrepid Sword, and I was like, we can't really play it then, do we? We could, but you know, I'd rather hit my Intrepid Swords than try and find that energy, you know. And that's at the cost of playing a Lost Box that plays Charizard. Which, does the Rayquaza variant also play Charizard? Just out of curiosity. Like, just generally out of curiosity. Let's have a look-see quickly. Let's look at the top four, Raihan Harris's list. No, it plays Radiant Greninja. Yeah, funny enough, Charizard is kind of weeded its way out somehow of Lost Box. So of course I match against the older version that hits me for weakness. Yeah, the Rayquaza plays Radiant Greninja. I guess Charizard is doing what Rayquaza is doing what the Charizard was meant to do, which is to hit the high damage output late game. Which makes sense. Yeah. Well, yeah, there we go. That's proof of the concept, isn't it? All the game wants to do is match up against things that counter me. Because I could have come up against your typical Lost Box with the Rayquaza box is all over the gaff here. Although, to be fair, there was Azul's list. No, Azul's list still, which was 13th place, still used Radiant Greninja, not Radiant Charizard. Bro, I can't find a Radiant Charizard list even in like the top 20 of the most recent regionals. Now, obviously, I know that's nothing to do with things, but it's a sign of how things are being played. And what you're more likely going to come up against on ladder. But no, me. no, just match up against something that plays a Charizard and hits me for weakness. Bloody hell. Ain't this great fun. Great fun. I love this game. Love this game. All right. Let's break edge. There we go. You know, I want to come up against something that we counter. How about we come up against a Vulpix, eh? How about we come up against a Miltank deck? How about that? Give me some like that. Give me some sauce. I want some sauce, baby. I want some sauce. Give me that sauce, yeah. Give me that sauce. What's that reminds me of that meme? What's the one where oh god, I don't know. Can't explain it. No, it's too much. It's like a chaotic meme when there's like a car crash and then he films to the right and a guy comes in with a mini car, comes around, he's like, what's going on, shout? Don't hear it, shout. Yeah, anyway, going on a tangent. They've got a couple good hits in already, man. They already have a couple strong hits in. How much are they at? Here. Bro, they're at 10 already. They can already start using... Bro, yeah, this is Lost Box. Sablei's going to come in hot soon, that's for sure. But no, to be fair, the Lost Box, this is technically a different Lost Box variant, right? Because this one is not about using Mirage Gate. It's just about hitting with the Cramorant, coming in with the Sableye, and fixing numbers. Whereas the Rayquaza variant is more so Mirage Gate and that kind of stuff. Similar to Kyogre, so to speak, which has been performing well. So there is that, I guess. It is a different variant, so I'll say that at least. I'll give it that. I'll give it that. This is something we could just KO, though, which is nice. I like the Lumineon coming down, because we can just go ahead, whack that. At least gives us that 2 extra prize ahead, which could go a long way here. So if we can just keep the ball rolling a little bit more, it'd be nice. I wouldn't be surprised seeing Sableye coming down now, though. I mean, what are they going to look to do here? Take out the Crobat, maybe? Ah, they're going to Snorlax. That's not a bad play, is it? So this is the Mirage Gate variant. So this does play Mirage Gate. No, it doesn't. Okay. Bro, I'm being thrown, literally, I'm being thrown about here. I don't know what's going on. Right, we're definitely taking out this Lumineon. For sure. For sure. We need to get ahead of that prize trade as quickly as possible, bro. So all we've got to do is take 2 prizes next turn, and we're so much more comfortable. That's a lot better. I like that. The fact that they wasn't able to pull off an attack next turn was kind of clutch. Really, really clutch. Charizard's online, though, so get ready for that bad boy to come in and do some stuff. So we need to actually, like, very seriously need to get another Zacian ready. And it's not looking good with 3 Metal Saucers in a discard pile. That's looking bad. Yeah, getting another Zacian is kind of a high priority right now. Oof. You're attaching the energy there, Chief? Oh, no. Oh, Salvarus. Yeah, that was bad, bro. Ooh, I don't like the sound of that, mate. All right, we're playing Lugia. Oh, I'm scared. I'm a bit worried now. See, this Lugia for you just installs fear into you by just seeing it. Oh, no. And the unfortunate thing is they're going first. That's very bad. We want to go first, guaranteed, all the time against Lugia, right? We want to get a charge up going before they get their Archeops going, right? That's kind of what we want. That's the point. That's the turbo element of it. It's like, right, let's try and get ahead of the curve. But going second against Lugia, our odds of winning has just halved, like completely halved. So, yeah, that's not good. That's really not good. I'd say even worse, maybe. Although they're not getting any Archeopses in the discard pile right now, which is interesting. One in hand here. Why did they... Their order's a bit funny. They should have played the Ultra Ball first and then used Quick Ball. You're pathing yourself? What are you doing? I know they're pathing me. Technically, they can pump Kaboo. I know. God. I feel perfectly within comfort. Oh, 100%. I feel great. Yeah, I feel fantastic, mate. I feel amazing. I feel great. It's almost like I'm playing Lugia and I can't even Intrepid Sword. Please give me a Temple of Sinnoh. Really need you right now. You absolute pain in my backside. You game? I don't like that. That's not funny. No, it's bad. It's very bad. Have they caused themselves problems? That's the curiosity of which I am experiencing at this current moment. Am I experiencing the curiosity? Or is the game gonna start going down the road of giving me a bad time? Just out of sheer luck? Or should I say bad luck? Let's not be pessimists, eh? Alas, we may be victorious. The only issue is once we bounce the path, we activate Summoning Star. That's my main concern, if I'm honest with you. Right then. Well, just see what we can do here. Let's get another Zacian, eh? Right, I feel like this Zacian's probably going to lose its way and go down. Only thing I can hope for now, more so, is a good Intrepid Sword. Stadium bounce, something. We're going to go very aggressive. Even get rid of that Metal Saucer, which doesn't feel good, but that's what I wanted to see. Energy attachment, that's nice. Would love to retreat to Diancie here. I feel like I would love to retreat to Diancie right now, but I can't. Okay. We have no choice but to Intrepid Sword this Zacian. Okay. 2 energy is really good. Plus the Zacian VSTAR. That's really good news for us. So Temple of Sinnoh is going to be really strong here because they won't be able to 1-hit KO. Obviously, they can now. You know, they get the Gust and all that kind of jazz. But the VSTAR is going to be a lot harder for them to 1-hit KO with the Lugia because of Temple of Sinnoh. So that's kind of a good thing. It's the one thing I'm really holding on to. They've probably got the double Archeops. No, they've got rid of that. So they probably have Research in hand or something. Lugia Duraludon, I say. What a great little card there. Okay. I like Lugia Duraludon. That's one of my favorite variants of Lugia. It's fun. It is fun. But thankfully, we have Shred. We don't even use Special Energy anyway, but we have Shred. But hopefully Temple of Sinnoh can stick around long enough where, you know, problems are caused by that. And they can't even attack most of the time. That's kind of the dream. Thankfully, no Gust. That's really good. So even if they do KO the Zacian, in fact, I kind of want them to because I need to get the Zacian in the active somehow. Should he use this one, eh? No, they will KO it. They're going to Archeops now and then just KO the Zacian. But that's fine. We're going to come in hot, right? Now, I really want to Sword Star this turn, but I feel like using Sword Star on Duraludon is far better, right? We can actually one-hit KO that. We can one-hit KO Duraludon VMAX. That said, if we keep this Temple of Sinnoh online, they can't use Duraludon. And that's a big deal. That's a really big deal. Plus, the price trade on the Duraludon is actually better. So there's that. We're just going to hope we can hold this Temple of Sinnoh as much as possible, basically. So, really glad I put this in the deck now. Really glad. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, okay, I'm getting rid of Lugia, 100%. I need to hold Temple of Sinnoh ASAP, as long as possible. I need to get it back out and hold it. So, Lugia's got to go, bro. Lugia has to go. He's got to go, blood. He's got to go, bruv. Yeah, I'm saying. Okay, let's go for Scoop Up and we'll get ourselves... Do we really hammer it home here? I think we have no one Temple of Sinnoh. We've priced it. Ah! Hey, we have a chance here, people. We have a chance. We're taking it. Okay, nothing crazy there. I'm not surprised. I kind of didn't expect that. Whew. All right, let's get Greninja out now. Do I Lumineon? Greninja's prize. Do I Lumineon and just go for like a... No. No, we definitely don't. In that case, I'm going to get another Zacian. Not bench it, but just... I'm going to Marnie without using Guru. I want that Sinnoh now. Yes! Let's go! Let's go, baby! Yes! Stop saying well played. You don't even know what's going on yet. All right. That's lovely. Boss's orders as well. I like that. I like that. I can guarantee you, I know I have Marnied them into a stadium bounce. I know for a fact. Knowing my luck today, my luck's been pretty poor. I have Marnied them into exactly what they need. For sure, bro. For sure. 100%, man. Now, hopefully the Sinnoh can stick. I just need it to stick a couple turns. Oh, no, they're going to Lugia again. That's the thing. Gosh. Well, unless they have a Choice Belt, they aren't KOing us. They need a Choice Belt to do it. That's something to bear in mind. Which kind of gives us another turn at least to attack, right? And put some damage down. Don't feel good, though. I need that other Sinnoh, bro. I need the other Sinnoh. There's a Choice Belt as well. I didn't even just realize they do have the KO, unfortunately. So... I basically need to respond with another Zacian. The Sinnoh ain't sticking, bro. The Sinnoh ain't sticking. The Lugia's going to be able to get rid of it again. We're not going to be able to get another hit in to KO it. It's just, yeah. The fact that they had that response so quickly, I mean, it's Lugia at the end of the day. What can you do? It's Lugia. No shot. No shot. They just did that. No way. Bro, you can't mess up like that. You can't do that. They miscalculated. The Temple of Sinnoh turns the Turbo into 1 energy. They can't attack. They technically only have 3 energy attached because they can't bounce the Sinnoh. Oh, no. That's bad. That's really bad, my friends. Oh, no. That's rough. I think I deserved that. I think I deserved that. What's good news here, all right? I could boss up this Duraludon, right? I could do that. It actually seems quite enticing. I quite like the look of that. Well, what's our... Oh, 1 Metal Saucer. I'd rather not mess about here. Okay, I've got options. Marnie seems terrible because they've got a 0-card hand. do have one boss left. Okay. We're not going to Marnie, we know that. Energy? Okay. That's good for the next Zacian. I have a feeling it'd be a good idea to boss up this, hit it now. And when it eventually comes up, which it does, we'll be able to KO it, right? It's kind of the dream. But then they're just going to manually retreat it at that point, right? Because they want to get rid of the Temple of Sinnoh. We know that. That's what they want. But if they do that, then Duraludon's going to be able to do its thing. Oh, it's actually a difficult decision here. I mean, it forces them to manually retreat, which doesn't seem terrible. I'm going to go for it. I don't think this is the play. He says making the play. But I'm going to go for this. Now, the thing is, of course, they have to accelerate the energy onto the Duraludon, manually retreat it for free energy, come into the Lugia, accelerate to that, and then attack just to get rid of Temple of Sinnoh. That's a lot of energy down. A lot of energy down. So if we can kind of just get rid of this Lugia, then, funnily enough, they do still KO me. But if we can get rid of that Lugia, they might be in a tricky situation even with the Temple of Sinnoh gone. Right? Oh, I don't know. I'm not feeling confident, though. I'm not feeling confident. It's still very tricky. Very, very tricky. But they have to manually retreat here if they want to be able to do anything, which is extremely cost-heavy. There it is, the manual retreat. Now, Lugia can attack and will take the KO. We can actually, funnily enough, just respond with a Zacian V, which is a very bad idea. We don't want to do that. We do not want to do that, mate. No way, no way. Okay, so the Temple of Sinnoh effectively bought us a turn, but I still think we might be too little too late. That's kind of my thing. The thing is, they're going to be able to quantity KO my Zacian anyway. I should have hit the Lugia. Yeah, I think, yeah. Bro, why does Lugia have to have a stadium discard on top of what it does? It's just so broken. I hate it. I don't like it one bit, my friend. It's not an enjoyable scenario. Right, it's not an enjoyable thing. No one likes it. All right, no one enjoys it. I am glad it's gonna struggle post rotation. I'm happy with that. But this is just not good. It's just it's an unfortunate thing. So they're gonna just want to KO me because they're too powerful and a choice belt. They're already up to 250. That's 270, and that's that, unfortunately. So there's a well played. They just got that up anyway. I've had terrible luck today. I've had very, very, very bad luck today with this Zacian, unfortunately. But hey, it is what it is. Wheezing. I came up against Durant, and now I'm coming up against Wheezing the next game? What? I'm hoping I can just stomp this Donny. I'm actually angry just at PDCGO. I came up against Durant before, and I said I'm not playing it. Right, I'm not playing it. I'm not doing it, okay? We've had bad matchups. We've had unfortunate things that are completely going against us. And then I match a Wheezing? Seriously? You can see how frustrating it can get to record videos sometimes. I'm just trying to play my Zacian deck, and I've come up against 3 disruption decks. 3 in one sitting. That is actually infuriating. 3. You're taking the mick, mate. You're actually mugging it. Right. I don't know what more else I can say. They didn't get the energy for the Ascension. That's good. If I'm Intrepid Sword, I'm pretty much going to get an energy. That's cool. Fine. If I could just finish this game off comfortably, I will do it. That's fine by me. I will happily have one Zacian in the active, try and stomp my way through. I will try. But I am not happy with you, TPCI. Yeah? Running this kind of algorithm is offensive. It is actually annoying. I'm trying to play a fun little deck, have a fun little time, and you're throwing this in my face. It is abysmal. It is bad. Okay, spite aside, let's see if we can do some business. Yeah? Radiant Greninja is nothing. Pointless. Absolutely pointless. Unfortunately, why did I put you down? I said it's pointless, and unfortunately, no Zacian VSTAR, which would have been useful, but no. We have Zacian V only coming in with that attack, which is kind of a bad move. We need the VSTAR so we can keep attacking comfortably. So, let's see. I'm hoping they've kind of bricked themselves, at least enough to cause problems. Temple of Sinnoh could do us a favor, turns the hiding into colorless, so if they have a hiding energy, they can't use it. It will do nothing, which is very useful. They're going to Serena though. Okay. Right, well that's fair. Funny enough, they got a Weezing to get rid of it to Serena? Very strange. There's that Ascension coming through. I really, really, really need to find myself a Zacian VSTAR here. I have to find a Zacian VSTAR. There's a potential out to it. I'm going to thin as much as I can. Really just increase the odds here. Yeah, let's see if we can find that VSTAR. A Temple of Sinnoh again would be useful, just to bounce the Galamine, but we're losing that trade anyway, regardless. Okay, all right, it's tricky. That was close. It's a close one, but we got there. We get a Raihan, because Raihan's not going to do anything. Let's get the Zacian VSTAR so we can at least just keep chaining our attacks. That way, at least we have something. We can hopefully just force our way through this. And we can just be like, right, okay, I'm going to keep hitting. You know, you can gust me up and KO all of these Donnies. Well, to be fair, they can't because then they win. But they can KO as much of these Donnies as they can try, and we can try and find our way through. But I think we might have the win here by just pure force, which is nice. But yeah, see, that's what I was anticipating as well. Even if they get rid of one more, we still can attach. I wanted to get the energy on there just for that purpose. But the fact they're going to try and disrupt us. I've played this Weezing deck, although this is slightly different. I know what it aims to do. But if they want to keep doing that, I will keep Intrepid swording. I will keep drawing cards until I can find a way. That's kind of the goal right now. Okay, there's Ascension yet again. And I think I'm just going to Intrepid sword yet again. That's pretty much it. Oh, I can't because the abilities. I'm stupid, of course. I'll pass, bro. Let's play the waiting game. I will play the waiting game. You've come here to play this. I will play. Let's see how it goes. Sorry, I know I'm being a bit salty, but I've had some terrible matchups so far with this, and genuinely unfair ones. And I think it's fair to say it's unfair. That isn't me just being arrogant or annoyed or, you know, being, what's the word, entitled, so to speak. Like, I haven't played Durant in God knows how long. I haven't played Weezing God knows how long. I played a weird, like, Stunfisk, Galamine, you know, discarding energies type of deck that just tore me to pieces. And I've never played that deck in my life. And then, yeah, so... But actually, to be fair, I didn't play Durant. I scooped Durant because I was like, I'm not doing it. It's funny, I say I'm not going to do Durant and I'm saying I'm going to do Weezing. I'm just scared of my elo tanking so much. It's weird. Like, they give me these runner games that I just can't play. I just can't win purely off the lists alone. And then they expect me to... I don't get it. I don't get it. So you can see where the annoyance comes in. You can see why I get a bit disappointed and frustrated because I'm sitting there really trying to get videos done. And it's just wasting time. Completely wasting time. For no reason other than the fact that it's just how it's occurred, right? You know, it's a bit annoying. It's a bit annoying. Like the sheer contrast of yesterday's video, the Shadow Rider, which went so incredibly well, right? Just finding the games, having matchups that weren't overwhelmingly strong on our part or overwhelmingly strong on their part, just fair games was constant. It was all the time. Here, I've had most of my games have been completely against what I'm trying to do, the premise of the deck, completely counter. And it's a bit frustrating because I'm trying to sit here and it's just unfortunate that that's the luck of the draw. You know, that's just what's happened. And I'm just going to have to effectively just keep passing. And it's terrible content, let alone bad for me. Like, it's one thing me trying to play this through, but it's just bad content. Who wants to sit here and just watch me pass every turn? Who wants that? Hey? Now, don't get me wrong. I know they don't know that I'm making content. Bloody feels like it, though, I'll tell you that. But, come on, man. Really? That much disruption in one sitting? It's insulting. Like, just, absolutely insulting. Absolutely insulting. The one game I've won today is against Lost Box, and that's the least desirable matchup for us. Well, I guess this is and stuff, but this is a bad matchup for most decks, obviously, apart from the ones that can kind of force their way through. To be fair, I still think we have a decent chance of winning this. You know, they're going to run out of resources at some point, maybe. Things are going to happen. Eventually, right? We can keep passing as much as we want. Things are going to happen. There's a Temple of Sinnoh, which I'm going to hold on to. I want to use that when I have an energy to retreat with. You know, things are going to start kicking off sooner or later. So, if they want to do this, they can do this. We'll play the long game and see how it goes. Because just out of pure, not spite, but just standing up for myself a bit. If you want to give me these games, I will play them and I will win them. All right? If you want to give me a hard time, I will find a way through. Okay? I'll make it happen. All right? When you're tested in life, you've got to push. You've got to fight back. All right? If you just get pushed around and give way, you're going to suffer. So if that's what you want, fine. Funnily enough, they're going for the boost shake and not going for the poison. Which is interesting. Signifies that maybe they're going for potential deck outplay. Now we start turning the burners on. Okay. Now we start turning the burners on. Let's just get rid of some stuff. Okay. So we have energy to retreat. We have stuff like that to work with. Zacian VSTAR. Yeah, might as well just get that out. Fine, fine, fine. We just need an energy or an air balloon now. Or scoop up, that works too. Kind of like the idea though. All right, I'm going to charge up this Zacian. That is the goal. I don't want... I think 5 is more than enough. I don't want to go too hard now, do I? I don't want any tricks. All right, break edge. Break edge, my friend. Try and discard my energy. Good luck. All right, 3 more prizes to take. And a tempo top deck, really strong. Plus, they have 2 cards in their hand. So, we may be able to cause some trouble here. May be able to finally push through and get the win. And I hope you're rooting for me. Because this is more than just a game of Pokemon. This is principle now. This is to stand up against bad matchups. Stand up against bad luck. And say, do you know what? In the face of it, I will still succeed. That is the dream. That's what we're going for here. So I hope you're rooting for me. We are going for something greater than card games. We're going for something amazing here. I'm not attaching that energy. Let's break edge again. 2 more prizes to take. Come on. If we get there, that would be a big, big middle finger to luck. Going out of our favor. The audacity. The audacity. Silene doubled. You deserve that. Let's go. Let's go. That's what I'm on about, baby. Yes. Alrighty. Let's see what we could do here. I don't know what we're up against here, but we're up against Sutton, and Sutton is definitely way, you know what I mean? Intrepid Sword, let's go, baby. Ah, come off it. Right, yes, I did the maths. I think I'm pretty correct in this maths. I think off an Intrepid Sword, I don't know if I've said this in another game, because I think I did say it in another game, but I don't know if I'm going to include that game or not yet, so I'm going to say it here, because I probably am going to include this. But actually, no, it's like a fairy. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. There's a 70% chance of getting an energy to accelerate to the Zacian off of Intrepid Sword in this deck. A 70% chance. I calculated it because the deck is 1/5 energy, technically speaking. 15, I believe, would make it 1/5. No. 2, 4, 6, 8. No, yeah. Because a 6th is 10. And then if you go to 20 cards, 2, 4, 6 is a 3rd. So it's technically 1/5. I think. I think it's a 5th of the deck. I don't know. Anyway, if it's a 5th... See, I'm now doubting my maths. If it's a 5th... Right, if... I think it's something else. I don't think it's a 5th now that I think about it. So the deck is 60. Prize cards. Got to consider prize cards. That is 54. Half of 54 would be 27. Which is half. Half of that... Can't really half that, but okay. 27 halved would be 13.5. So actually speaking, based on prizes, and assuming we don't prize any energy, even though we have a high count of that, the energy is technically a quarter of the deck. Right, so that's 1/4. Aha. So, with Intrepid Sword then, you are top decking 3, which means the percentage... I see, if you're top decking 4, that would make more sense, right? Because then it would be technically a 1/4 chance then. No, if you top deck 4 and the deck is... a quarter of the deck is... well, a quarter of the deck is energy, and you're top decking 4, then statistically speaking, on the law of averages, you're at 100% likely to get an energy, right? Am I mathing correctly here? Is my mathematics well off, or like, is there progress going on there? I don't know, my brain's frying. I'm trying to do maths, and it hurts. So, a third would then be technically 25% off. So it's a 75% chance of getting energy off Intrepid Sword? Basically, rounded up. Obviously, it's not exactly that percentage. But if I'm correct, it's pretty much that. Don't want a Marnie here. I don't mind getting rid of these two. And getting a Greninja out. Just for consistency boost, because I'm getting too caught up in my own maths, not so much in what's going on here. Why am I putting yourself in a second part to Intrepid Sword, you donut? I'm so stupid. Right, got nothing off it anyway. Is that 2 Intrepid Swords with nothing? With a 75% chance? That's outrageous. I don't like that. Yeah, it is 75% chance, right? 14 energy we play. Yeah, that is technically a quarter of the deck, not counting the potential of prizes, would say a quarter. Yeah, then if you were to top deck 4 cards off Intrepid Sword, that's 4. If it's going to be one of those 4s, because it's 1/4, then on average, it's 100% likely finding energy. Obviously, that's impossible though, because that's never guaranteed depending on how it's shuffled. So there's shuffle factor involved. But put that aside, we're just talking laws of averages here. Yeah, 75% chance, just on the basic rounded way of thinking of getting an energy. Is that the most true probability? No, because it's actually genuinely, if you're looking at the real probability, it is 100% random because of the shuffling, right? There's no actual genuine set amount of potential to have it, I guess, because it's genuinely random. You shuffle your deck and somehow I'll end up with 14. They scooped. Somehow I'll end up with 14 cards at the bottom of the deck. There is a world where that is statistically possible. Just not likely. I'd love to know what people think. Am I right? Am I wrong? I don't know. I'm going on a tangent, aren't I? All right, here we are. I've played a lot of games today. I won't include all of them because, as I said, I like to pick the matches that kind of best represent the deck, that are the most entertaining. Some of them were just bad games, unfortunately. But hey, it is what it is. The game's the game. Yeah, this deck I'm not too impressed with, unfortunately. As impressed as I thought I would be. I was very excited to try this out, and it's been a bit of a letdown. I mean, to be fair, out of 11 games, I've won 7. And I've had some terrible matchups. I've scooped some. I got rid of I scooped against a Durant. We beat that Weezing, which was fantastic. We got shattered, just destroyed by this weird disruption deck that played Stunfisk and stuff like that. And it was actually pretty cool, but it just ruined us and it just wasn't a good game. So we've had a few unfortunate matchups that didn't go our way and were naturally against us. And some that, were just fine. So the fact that we have like 7 wins out of 11 with that taken into account, it's still a pretty good deck. I think I've just had a bad recording session ultimately. But that said, I think it's cool. I think it's good. I think it's a really nice way to play Zacian. It's probably the best way, I think, when it comes to using these two bad boys, because the Intrepid Sword is just really cool when it hits. But yeah, other than that, that's kind of it. I don't think it's anything you should really go too crazy on or commit too much time into. But on the ladder, if you're a fan of Zacian, then this is a great little upgrade for the Zacian V card. So yeah, we'll definitely leave it there. Do you like it and enjoy? Please do subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one where I put a tool in my toolbox.